Okay, just testing my audio is coming through. Um, I am live on TikTok and YouTube, so let me just check before we proceed that we have everything coming through correctly as it should be, and I will proceed in just a bit. I think that's going through. Let's see. All right, hello everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. It's nice to have everyone here. And as we have previously said, we will be streaming more regularly. Almost every day is the plan, but definitely a minimum of 3 days a week. We will be streaming on TikTok and TikTok and YouTube. We will be working on projects. If you do have questions for us, you can drop your questions in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them so long as I don't get distracted from the chat, all right, from the work. All right, so what are we doing today? Today we're going to be working on NowNow, as I named it NowNow. And as the name implies, it's well, as it sounds, NowNow is a platform for immediate news dispatch. Uh, Give me a sec. So, um, well, like I said, NowNow is um, okay. Sorry, I'm getting a message about the stream. I'm so sorry. All right, I think what we're just going to do is let's talk about what NowNow is and what NowNow hopes to solve. So what we have right now, because NowNow is a social media platform of a sort, what we have right now is every social media platform we have is dependent on the algorithm. We all depend on the algorithm to recommend things to us before we can get our news. You go on social media platforms, sometimes you want to know what's happening, right? But with social media platforms that we have right now, you most likely get something more about keeping you engaged rather than that. So with now the difference we are aiming and what we're trying to fix with the traditional social media platforms is we are trying to have um news and uh not just news, sorry, social media posts be um geospatial, where it's gonna be location based, right? So when you post something, it will have your location. It's gonna be targeted to your location, right? And then say you go online and you hear a rumor of some sort of something happening in a different part of the country, a different part of the world, and instead of going on social media and looking for a certain influencer and seeing if you could get that influencer to have spoken about this thing, you could easily go on NowNow. And on NowNow, you can very easily just search by location. You understand? And you go by location, like I said, and you see everything that's been posted by that location, search by that location, and um, it's really more user centric. User centric. You don't have to wait on recommendations. You get what you want, and if you don't want to just just be on location the whole time, you can easily just go on now and do your regular search as every social media works. It's really up to you. Really up to you. It's entirely your choice. Entirely your choice. So before we move into the code again, let me break a couple of things down. Our tech stack we will be working with. We will be using for the front end. I decided on Next.js, and we'll definitely be discussing this. I'll think along with everyone. If anyone is online while work, you can give your suggestions as well, and we will definitely talk about it. And if you're tech inclined, I will be taking your suggestions and your thoughts into consideration. You can also drop questions in the chat if it preferably questions that go in line or just tech questions. If you're just trying to ask something in general, you can just drop a message for us. For context, we are a software development agency. We are based in Nigeria, but we work US hours, we work Nigerian hours, we work with both local and international clients. You don't need to want to build something complicated, okay, to to reach out to us. Uh, so I do realize this is a sort of a late night stream for Nigerians, and um, it's mainly because of the New Year celebrations. I also had some activities and things to attend to, but we did promise to stream every day and minimum of 3 times a week starting this year, and that is why we are currently on this. That's what we're currently doing right now. Oh no, no, not that, not that. Just a sec. A while I get things set up. Okay, get things set up. All right, so I'm going to start with I have my terminal on this end. I work mainly from terminal, but we will be having our video over here, and we'll also try to be more considerate to people who are um, not exactly tech inclined. I will try to explain some things, break some things down as we go on. Okay, so right, like I did say, we will be using Next.js. Next.js is a front end library based on built on top of React. And we use it to it has server-side rendering. These are all big words, but just take it as we go. It has server-side rendering, and this is why we are going to be using it because we don't have to necessarily have an external API. We can build it all one um, in one sorry, in the same code base. And when we expand the project, if you do follow along, once we expand the project, we will be probably moving out of Next.js because there is going to be a Web3 version of this. There is going to be multiple versions of NowNow, but essentially NowNow will stay the same, and we intend to have NowNow be the future of social media. All right. If not, at least we're not just saying, oh, we want to have people just come online. We want to get the news to you as fast as possible. We want you to be able to just go on the social media and check, hey, what is going on in this place? What's going on in Ipaja, for instance? I'm in Lagos. I plan to travel to Ipaja tomorrow. Okay, or I'm going to Abeokuta. I'm going to anywhere. Okay, you want to go somewhere, you want to see, you want to know the safety, the news, what people are saying. Now will be that platform for you. Okay, so to start a Next.js project, you don't need to have Next.js installed, but I have Next.js installed, so I'm just going to be using terminal command, which is npm. Do I have this in the correct? Oh, let me just navigate. Give me a second. Select commands. It has to be my projects folder. Okay. So I'll paste this in chat as we go on. So for in this case, we are just going to be using this something similar to this. I'm pasting it in the yeah. I just pasted that in the TikTok chat, and I will be pasting it in the YouTube chat as well. If I could just find that. Oh, okay. Yeah, just something similar to this is what we're going to be using. In my case, I'm going to be using npx create now. I'm just going to run it in my terminal. It's fine that you cannot see my terminal. I just want to keep something safe as we go on. So it's going to be npx create text app latest now. Now, if I can spell now, I think I should use TypeScript from the get-go. I would like to use TypeScript. If I can just find the command for TypeScript. TypeScript with Next.js to start in a new project. Let me find that out. All right, I just have to put the TypeScript flag. So now uh, TypeScript. I'm just gonna run through this and then I'll bring it up on the other screen in just a sec. Okay, so I'm using the yes flag, so I can just right, I can just breeze through questions. Just give me a sec to install. And it's just a sec to have all of this installed. It will be up soon. Just for context, this is what I am. Can I bring this up to the other screen? It's gonna take a while to drag that. It's gonna take a while to drag that. So while we're installing, if you're online, what we're doing is creating NowNow. We're creating NowNow. NowNow is we intend NowNow to be the future of social media. And with NowNow, you can just find any post you want by location. Okay, you go on NowNow, which is going to be a social media site once again, and you can search by location. Think with growing insecurities, you want to travel the eastern route or a particular road, you can easily just do a search and say look what people are posting about that. You don't have to search a certain influencer hoping they have posted something about that. Hoping they've posted something about that, you just let me just bring it up. Hoping they've posted something about that, so you just search and you just oh no, this is where I created now. Okay, I think just going. Let's run that command again. Right, so I just set up close this down. Yeah, I trust it also to my PC. Let's close this down. With your next app, all you have to do is edit the page. Just edit the page file. That's where we start. I'm going to run this and let me have it running and I can have the browser open on the side Why is that bot in use? I don't seem to remember running anything. Am I running something? I am running something. Okay, that's fine. Let's have this up. Sec. Not that, not that. Just have this, and no. Was I placed it? Okay, PX3. Okay, if you're watching from TikTok, you can watch in landscape view. If you watch in landscape view, it will help to see the screen better. And YouTube as well, we do have the portrait and landscape view on YouTube, so you can just as go into landscape to see the screen better. Okay, okay, let me just have my notes up. I did make some notes for this. So a couple of things we're going to have with NowNow. NowNow is going to have an upvote and downvote system. Think about think Reddit, right? Like I said, NowNow is supposed to be the future, is going to be the future. That's wishful thinking, it might sound like, but it is going to be the future of um, of social media. So we're going to have an upvote and downvote system. Now is going to have that, and the whole point of this is to, just in case for whatever posts go bypass our filtering system, we can have users upvote and downvote and say, hey, this is a spam, and then it will, it's having multiple downvotes, gets triggered to the admins, and the admins will, flag this, and the admins can review this, and right, so that in that case we have, it's sort of like what we call the community guidelines, but in the hands of the community, right? Unlike what we have on TikTok, for instance, because I know some of us have struggled with, hey, you've been flagged, there are community guidelines, but they are just not clear on what community guidelines um, you have, violated. So we do aim to fix that with now as well. We do aim to fix that with now as well. Um, Other things with now is we're going to aspire to make now as decentralized as possible, right? Which also borders on the fact where everything is system as works with the system, works with the community. Sorry, so we're going to try and make it as decentralized as possible. Also, in the future, while this is just the MVP, in the future um, you will be able to run ads on now, okay? And while unlike with traditional ones where you just go and you advertise, yeah, with when you're advertising on Facebook and the rest, for instance, we are able to select the region you wanted, but you have no exact proof as to or real um, uh, ingrained option, okay, to select where you want to have your post being what's it called? Where you want to have your post being uh sorry, your ads, sorry, being shown. So take for instance, you have your own product, or you have something you want to show to say students alone, right? But you don't want students of maybe just or maybe you don't want secondary school students, right? Say you have, like I'm building now. I don't, maybe I want to let all students of, for instance, Lead City University or Covenant University to know about this product, right? I could very easily just open NowNow, choose to create an ad, and I will just select. Okay, I select now what's it called? I select say Covenant University, and then I that way I am sure for whoever of a certain age range or in that vicinity, right? So it's not just, hey, I am this, I have a business somewhere in Lagos and I just want to know. You can very easily show your content to people in your vicinity, not just your vicinity, but in a certain vicinity. Okay, so you can very easily say if you have multiple branches, for instance, you can have, oh, I want everybody around this place to have it. It's essentially you're gonna have more control over who can see your posts. Okay, all right. And if you're still watching, I know we're still new. If you're still watching, please do support the channel by dropping a follow. It does go a long way. And thank you if, for following. And okay, yeah, one more thing. I would, what I did previously was just drop the big grammar, the broken down version of it. But going by the notes and what the team has put together, I'm just gonna read off of that. Now is a hyperlocal, algorithm-free emergency information. Yeah, that's a lot of big words. We're not gonna do that. If they wanted me to use that, they should have stayed awake, shouldn't they? Okay. All right, let's make a list of all of what we're going to be using. I'm gonna bring that up to my screen here. Don't take up the whole screen, please. All right, so let's break this down to the front end. Oh, I already typed that. Front end, back end, database, and features. I actually feel like I should have the features on top because the features are going to, I feel they're going to be long. So for the front end, we did agree on Next.js. No, not like that. Next.js for now. For the back end, I think we should be starting with I don't know, Superbase, Firebase, I don't know. This could also be database, but let's just keep it on the back end. Please be sure to drop a follow if you're just joining us. Thank you very much. Superbase, Firebase, which other one could we use? Or maybe we could use Mongo, I don't know. These are all speculation by the way. These are all speculation by the way. But features. Okay, so features we're going to be having location based uploads. I'll just put it this way. Also, you will be able to post in another location, right? You can be here and post, make a post in another location, although that would be um up to scrutiny, so to avoid, spamming and a bunch of false allegation. But that's all still um up to speculation right now. Location based upload, we're gonna have location based searches, type speaking. We're gonna have we have manual location adjustment. I'm gonna put this as if needed. So we will have a default is all that means where you can just post and use your current location. Um, so for your feed, actually just put this as feed. They have radius based, right? What else? I guess let me just put for posts, post timestamps. Obviously, so let's put this just leave it as that. Let's see, user credibility score, and most of this will be based on community and the community. But I mean, you can definitely think of it in this scenario where say you're trying to go into journalism, okay? You don't just have to try to post on your social media and hope people see you. You could very easily post on 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 your page, and it will be shown to literally everybody who opens now and is within that location which you were when you posted, right? So it makes it really fast. It's not just waiting on the algorithm, and we're really trying to fix this. Let's see, upvote downvote system. Did I put that in? Because that's upvote downvote system. So let's say we do users. I think it would be best to start from 100 and well go up or down from there. So let's say we can flag or report posts. So we share and posts. Okay. Um. Well, I guess that's about what I can think of off the top of my head. If you're watching, you can just, if based on the definition of now that we do know, you can just let me know what you think, what features you think should go into now, right? Emery's, you've been on for a while. You've been on for a while. Hi, Emery's. Thank you for staying on. If you could drop a follow, I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Follow, like, I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's see. Okay, so I know there is this um component-based library. I wouldn't want to bog it down, so I will start on by default. But I do know there is Shadzian it is called. Um, so if you want to build this or you want something like this, I would suggest looking into Shadzian if you have a technical know-how or just don't want to be bogged down with too many things. So for one, let me start with this. Let's change this. It's not a create next tab. I'm just gonna change layout and let's make this now. Now, now. We don't have a logo yet. We definitely have a session where we talk about the logo and working on that. Do you think this is fine this way? Or Do you think that's fine that way, or just keep it all in caps? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Hmm. Okay, that's ugly. Ah, that's ugly. No, that's ugly. No, that's ugly. I like this. I like this. Okay, so we don't have a tagline. We don't have a tagline. We will definitely update that. So let's put that in our notes. Yeah, I know you all saw that car. It's a dream car, an aspiration. So let's see. Um, no, no, no. Okay, I think it's about now. This homepage doesn't really need to have this, quite honestly. Uh, uh, that doesn't really need. Okay, let's just clear that all out. Okay, just getting a couple of notifications here. Um, Sorry, my mind was stuck thinking of a description for it. I know I should move forward, but I'm just trying to think of um a description for it. Let me see. I'm trying to go through my notes if I can find something. No, let me just. I think so I can get my head out of that. I'm just for now going to call it the future of social media. If I can just type on soccer. Oh, no, the future of social media. And if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us at reach@stratosystemslimited.com. That's reach@stratosystemsltd.com. Our website is stratosystemslimited.com. That's stratosystemsltd.com. No space. No space through everything. So I'm just gonna clear out this page, quite honestly. I'm just gonna clear it out, and I do not have any, or at least I don't think I do have any, what's it called? Any, did I have something? Any extensions? Okay. It would look like I do have an extension here that's handling at least some things for me. I do not want React. Let's just get some boilerplate things out of the way. Let's have use state. Because we're definitely going to use state. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I know. This is just because of that. So let's just put an export mode. Just gonna now home page. Right? Are we good? Nothing much about that. Um, doesn't want you to stay. Okay. Okay. So we have that running. Okay. Let's see. Unusual B. That's a unique name. Let me quickly look into my statistics. Just a sec. Shout out to Emrys. You've been on the live for a while. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. Let's see. And just want to confirm my live is still on and that's okay. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. So where do we start for this? I definitely need to have something showing on screen, if anything. And shit. Let me just have my return now. I mean, I'm not returning anything. Bro, that's why I didn't have to I didn't want to put the return in. I didn't put the return in there. I'm just gonna return on each one for now, honestly. I'm legit just gonna do that right now. So let's just have this inside on our page. Okay, just to have something showing on the screen. But we do need to have it looking better than that. So I think what we should do is first have the nav bar up above, and then we move from there, right? Sorry, H1, you didn't last long, but game is game. Okay. Oh man, I really should install some sort of linting on this. I don't know why this my current PC is just for streaming, so I didn't really take time to design or add enough extensions. If I can just type wow, right. So let's have the nav to begin with. So we'll have the nav and mm, what we're gonna have in our nav. So I like to comment while I go on because the more things are going to come in. So I just like to have points where I can um refer back to when I need it. Um, First I'll just start with the span that says now uh, because that's the name of our site. You have now. Let's see. Mm, that was well, just like every other site on this. So I really should let's have this div. So go on. I should give that a class thing, but not right now. No, I do that. Okay, and then I will have multiple links in here. When you think about it, my site name should actually be a link as well, but maybe not right now, quite honestly. So right, so let's go with let's go call these features. Just that, yeah, pretty sure how it works. Um, this is just a standard run of the mill what do you call it, navbar. To be fair, I do have some designs, some navbar designs set, so we don't have to write a bunch of tailwind. I do have a bunch of designs already made for this, right? So I did come at least that much prepared. Um, let's save that and have it on our side. Okay. Let me just grab some of my what's it called? Let me grab some of this that I prepared. I'm gonna cut this out quickly. Let me let me wrap all of this into save. Right. Okay, that's a nav. That's a D. Okay, let me just So we should set the minimum height of this anyways, just for stat. And I'm just gonna grab that minimum height of the screen and give it a background. I do love working with dim colors, so that gray is a little too bright, and I chose that. I think this was a decision made outside of when I was around, but personally I do like working with bright colors, but dim colors. Sorry, but hey, we move. So let's have this. Let me give this a class name. And is this even visible thanks to this? No, I'm just gonna take this out for now, so we can just see what we're working with. Well, let me do it this way. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'll, no, no, no. Go this way. Oh, shortcuts. Comment that out. Let's work with this version of it just for now, so we can see. But this is the one we'll be moving to as we go on. Okay, then next screen. So I think I will. Okay, okay. Background white. Span. I have one for now itself as well. I think it was this one. So I just grab that. That's ugly. That's very, very ugly. Um, let's go on. Let's see. Oh, they did have like a navbar design for me to work with for now. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, let's have this prepared. If you're watching and you need an explanation to this, I can definitely explain because I am going to paste this in, considering this was already designed. I think it was meant to speed up, just meant to speed this up. I wouldn't want to, in the future, working on this, I wouldn't want to, um, uh, I wouldn't want to work with just pasting it. Rather like to create as we go on. So for now, right, let's just use this thing state. Uh, and this should be in here. Why? Command is use state, the reactive only works in. Oh yeah, right. My bad. No, I shouldn't have this error. It's too early for this. It's too early for this. Let me see. Oh, okay. Now where did this menu even come from? You know, hmm, I don't want to paste it in. You know what? I'm going to make sense of this tomorrow while they're up. But in the meanwhile, we're just gonna build our own because trying to work with what they had for me to work with is just gonna take a while. Okay, so go back to this one. I'm just gonna take this out. Let's use regular CSS. Um, Definitely not globals. I'm just gonna call it. We should create this. Is the homepage a component? No, it's not. No, it's not. So I'm just gonna go pages. Then we go homepage. Home. Yeah, I can spell right, and I should just take up this page. Now page, which I really should just. This is that. Okay. I like to have them that way, and this way we can just return. It's really, I would really love to do that. Right. Hmm, hindsight, no, that's, I got that. You know, why? Just give me a sec to debug this. Let me look in the terminal to see. What do you mean by maximum cost like this? Let's start from scratch because I may have broken something, but while I'm just talking and going through it, I'm not exactly in the best state of mind to be able to point out what I may or may not have broken, or maybe this was. uh, No, home page, and where are you breaking on page from? No, this let's go again. What did I not name it home page in here? It is home page. As by default, it is home page, so we should be able to just import that. Why that's not working is so let's go. Did I create something outside of that? Oh, oh, my mistake. This is supposed to be a TSX because it is a TypeScript file. So that came to me because I was okay. So we should be able to find out because I was wondering why. I mean, I will at least have autocomplete for some. Right, right. Okay. That was a very silly mistake on my end. I did not have my extension for my page. Let's see if I can remove. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we did say we're going to start with the nav bar, but I will be creating this regular one. I call it a, just give it a class name or well, let's go to classics and just call it a wrapper. I will definitely be renaming that and when I use Tailwind, but for now let's just call it a wrapper. And right now go with a nav bar. nav bar, and we did have yeah we did have let's just have a span that says now right now. Now so more that's not it has to be flex. Um, let's go with CSS just to that. Should probably have this. Um, I know that's not gonna work. But why is it not finding that? I that's just or do I just use index for instance and let's comment that out right now and just continue so we don't get distracted. So we got this div, got this div over here, and let's see. Let's take inspiration. Hey, we're trying to go beyond this. So your homepage would have no, no. Okay, we should have a search, explore, create. Okay, let's take from uh, what's it called? X as well. Nice. I really hope my internet isn't down because I hope we haven't been on for like an hour. I was only planning to stream for an hour. Most likely going a little over an hour. Let's see similarities our competitors have. Notifications, of course. Notifications, messages, bookmarks. Okay, let's just stick with that. Messages, bookmarks, and notifications. We will definitely be streaming this. I may do this behind the scenes. I'm not saying that I will right now, but I definitely will be working on this outside of the stream and maybe redesigning it and looking into that design they did have made for me to speed up the stream, which I am not using at this point. Okay, hey, we're building a social media platform and it's coming together. So So I would usually use styled components because it works just like writing JavaScript and TypeScript as well. So I would usually use styled components, but the team did decide we should go with Tailwind, which isn't exactly my strong suit, but uh, hey, we learn as we go. So, right, all right, let's debug this and see why we couldn't have it in. Right, would this have worked if I just slap that in pages? I just slap that in pages. Would this have worked? So, it's quite early to be running into this. I just know somebody intentionally made me do this. Okay, I'm just trying to go through the docs right now. Okay, so according to the docs, I have to put everything here in the global.css. Really, why? God, don't tell me I had that. No, okay, 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 now it's just this. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let me just give this a class name of nav to see that I'm just trying to see that uh here. So no, definitely not. Does this one have it? I think I should just have. I would not want to have global in multiple different files. So I'd rather um. I believe I don't know if I did set up what's this happening? I'm not certain if I did set up the whole art thing where you can just what's using. Oh, we have here. That's the layout I did work before. I wanted I want that to propagate all this way. So I just got a notification of inactivity on my live. Um, could someone let me know if wait, can everybody hear me on TikTok? Could you drop something in the chat if you can hear me on TikTok? Because getting an inactivity, that's very odd. I never got that before. So if you could just drop something in the chat to let me know. Why is it acting strange? Really is. I intentionally added this in my global CSS, and that's the class name I have here. Just making sure it disappears, like totally goes away. If that goes, then I know um my CSS is being propagated correctly. Otherwise, I might just move to start component, which I am very confident and okay working with. Or okay, so I think because I just got a message and I am concerned about the inactivity thing the inactivity notification that TikTok gave me. So I'm thinking that I end the live early here. I also debug a couple of these things behind the scenes, and I will be live tomorrow as well. And hopefully, well, definitely things would go smoother tomorrow, right? Definitely things will go smoother tomorrow. Um, Definitely things will go smoother tomorrow, and I can debug this. So once again, happy New Year to everyone, and hopefully we get more activity in the chat tomorrow. More activity in the chat tomorrow. Other than that, Embrace, thank you for sticking with us. I do not know if you are active. I do not know if you are active, but nonetheless, thank you for sticking with me through the live. Thank you for everything, and yeah, tomorrow we will be doing better. Thank you, everyone, and to everyone who joined. Now that you can hear me, thank you, thank you, thank you.